Reagan handled protesters. President Donald Trump is constantly fighting against his critics, on top of the normal workload that any president has to deal with. There are those who believe that President Trump won his office because he reminded people of President Ronald Reagan. Given, President Reagan came from a gentler time, but he spoke directly to the American people, and he wasn't one to mince words. Another similarity between President Trump and Ronald Reagan are the riots and the Russians. While President Reagan's Russian threat was much more real than President Trump's, the riots were considered equal as unacceptable by both. As with many of the problems that he had to deal with, Reagan took it head-on and placed blame where blame was due. Curious, isn't it, that Berkeley has been at the center of protests for so long? One point that should be made abundantly clear is that protests and riots are not the same things. The right to peacefully protest is absolutely one that we should work to retain. However, neither Presidents Reagan or Trump have any patience for the mob mentality that leads to fires and widespread destruction. In recent riots, it has led to loss of life. Where are the rights of those people? There are a lot of people that could be held responsible for these protests turning bad, but President Ronald Reagan hit on what many believe to be the problem today: young people who've been led to believe that the laws can be broken for the sake of social protest. There are reasons to break the law, that is, someone needs to make it to the hospital and you're breaking the speed limit or running stoplights. That's for the sake of saving a life. These protesters are acting out their violence and hurting others just to make a statement. If we want to make people obey the law, we should try enforcing the law. That usually works. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.